everybody would be bottom of there, but no one is heavy ass weights.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 92 of Buckets of Duckets.
Look at that. Huh? Look at that. Watch this. Watch. Huh? Ah! We both just got COVID.
Hey, yeah,
Oh,
that's
I can't
it. Yeah.
say that.
Don't. Yeah, dude. Jesus Christ, bro.
It's the third year I've been trying not to say it.
When can we say it without them taking our money from us? I don't know. Hey, we're both in Louisiana. How about that?
Huh?
Face to face, Zoom.
Boom.
You can't keep us from being friends here.
Yeah, and we're inside, so I can talk as loud as I fucking want.
Yeah, neighbors, you hear that?
Huh?
We are at some point gonna have to beat off a neighbor with like a 2x4.
Our hands.
But yeah, our hands, our bare hands. I'm Chase Myers. This is a podcast. It's called Buckets of Duckets. That's what it is. You know, you figure it out. I talk to this man right here a couple times a month. We put it out there for free for your entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Josh Watts.
Good evening, shitheads. This is episode 92. This is 72 less than 20. More. 72. Cut. Take two. This is episode 92. That is 72 less than... Fuck! All right, we can cut all this, right? Since it's not on Zoom.
So let's see. So what is actually
This is
what is the number?
This
you're
is
trying to say?
episode 92. That's two more than 90.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta take a win. Sometimes you
Yeah.
just gotta get an easy one.
I'll
in
take
there.
that W.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Josh, I forgot about this. I forgot when the camera's here. You don't look at me.
No, I
You
gotta stop doing that,
Yeah,
huh?
you spend the whole time doing this.
I'd be real good in the background of
It's
shows.
real intense. Just.
I don't want anybody to look away from you. You fucking look at me this whole fucking podcast in my eyes.
Oh man, guys, like and subscribe. Do the whole thing.
Follow the podcast, tell a friend, or fuck off.
Those are your options. I'm here. I'm in town for the holidays. I'm here to see the family and stuff.
Boom.
Yeah, which is not always good for my health. It's not always great. I gotta like prep myself every time I'm through here. I've
Go through like 2 weeks of not drinking so that you can make
dude,
up
I
for it.
have to, bro, because I just won't make it. They'll be pumping my stomach real soon. So I had shows in Tulsa last week. I'm just out here. Just
That's
doing it.
Oklahoma for you dumb fucks.
Keep them in line, dude. You keep them in line. don't let them forget.
I'm watching you fucks.
That shows in Tulsa that went really well. I'll talk about that in a minute, but let me just dunk on my family real quick. I don't sleep Saturday night. I have two shows Saturday night. I don't sleep because I have a flight at 6 in the morning. I don't get in until like 1:30. Don't really sleep on a plane. Can't get good sleep.
No.
And then I get home. And my sister immediately wants to do mushrooms. She's like, I got this mushroom chocolate. We got to do mushrooms. I'm like, I haven't slept like at all.
Did you act like you didn't know about that? You're like, what is it? Mushroom chocolate?
Oh no, she bought these. I think this is a request I made at some point. I was like, oh, you know what you need? You need to get chocolates. It's not as scary that way. You can measure it out, whatever. And somehow she made that happen. So yeah, she was hella excited. And I'm only a man. I'm only so.
Say no to mushrooms and chocolate.
I'm only so strong, Jesus Christ! You can put that combination together, like.
Oh, this chocolate will make me trip balls. Yeah, I think.
With my family, I'm here to bond with my family. I
think.
can't think of a better way than to freak out.
Let's build a fire and let's just fucking do it.
Staring at fires with my family, So.
Oh, did you stare into the fire?
No, I have done that on mushrooms though.
I have. I'm buying a fire pit for Christmas. And I have saved a very heavy dosage of mushrooms for when I get the fire pit because I want to stare into it for 72 hours.
Yeah.
I want to see what I'm about. I want to see what I'm made of, and I feel like if I
Let's
look
see if you
deep
could do
enough,
it.
I'll know.
Yeah, know about yourself.
I'll learn a lot.
Yeah. I just want to know that I can. It's like my Everest.
So y'all trip?
Some people don't understand, but when you get to the top of that mountain.
And tell you what, I've been to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
I've been to the top of the mountain, and I'm still there. And if you want to get to the top of the mountain, you know what you have to do? You have to go through me. Oh, sorry.
No, I've
I feel like you set that up.
I have a lot of time for this to happen.
I feel like you
periodically
set
through.
that up.
I'm gonna break some of my stories to where you can just
Good, because we're sitting in a room full of wrestling action figures and championship belts. Chase is here live. I mean, That's a combination made to fucking get aggressive. I'm gonna be aggressive. I don't.
I'm gonna be real aggressive. Yeah. So yeah, we took mushrooms. It was great, bonded, and the whole thing.
Was it her first time, or she an experienced mushroom taker?
She said something that terrified me about my sister, which she was like, I haven't done these since I was 15 because, you know,
Jesus,
because she lived quite a life before before she even finished high school.
At 15, I was pretending that I was high. Like you could take banana peels and put them in a toaster oven until they turn brown and smoke them, and then you'd be high. And I had a friend that, none of that's true, none of that's real, but I had a friend that would always go along with me, and I'd be like, no, I think I'm pretty high right now. And he's like, yeah, me too. I'm like, yeah,
dude, I'm
real high.
fucked up,
I'm
bro.
real high.
I'm fucked up, bro.
Let's listen to the Beastie Boys. I'm real high.
You ever listen to Pink Floyd? You got to do it on banana peels,
banana peels, bro.
On banana peels is where it's at.
You'll see another world.
So yeah, so then I don't sleep Sunday. And then Monday we went to the Pelicans game. Drank a bunch of Pelicans game and stuff like that.
I know how your family is going to get at a Pelicans game. I know how turned this is going to be.
Yeah, no. My mom and sister don't know a single thing about any of the players, but they're there. And they're in it. By the way, I got an alligator sausage po' boy at the Pelicans game, which I just love being in a place where that was just so casual.
That's just a regular. Yeah, because you're in Seattle where all they serve is soy and tofu.
Their most exotic thing is a Seattle dog, which is just a fucking hot dog with cream cheese on it. And they're like, you gotta have one, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. You know, I mean,
for real?
It's good, but you know, but that's their
cream cheese is good, hot dogs are good. It makes sense, but
but that's their ballpark.
That's
food.
their culture.
Yeah, it's that and teriyaki. They like teriyaki.
Yeah, but I don't think that teriyaki is a Seattle thing.
No, I'm just saying that.
Sure.
No, these are things they're adapting. And you know, they don't have their own thing at all.
Rain?
Yeah, but even that rains here, so I mean, you don't impress me with that.
Seattle doesn't have anything.
Yeah, they really have nothing.
Y'all don't have shit.
They really are down bad.
You got fuck all going on out there in Seattle.
But yeah, no, it was so it's
Was it
been
good?
so yes, yeah, it was delicious. Yeah. Dude, it was so good. Somebody else that was eating a hot dog got angry when they saw mine. They're like, "Where'd you get that?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck is that? I paid $15 for this goddamn warmed up hot dog. Where's that from?" And then I got to say the greatest line ever. I was like, "Oh, there's a Zatarans booth, and they got jambalaya and a gator and a gator po' boy in it and stuff." That it's
back there is Louisiana.
Yeah,
bud.
it's back there. Yeah, you'll find it, man. It's fine. But yeah, no, it was awesome, man. So, but then yesterday, I thought there was a chance I'd come over yesterday to do this, but my body was like, "Bro, like, what are you like?" Would you sleep? Would you
this
sleep
is irresponsible.
for a little while? You've got like 2 hours of sleep a night for days now. Like, what are you doing? You're just begging to get sick. So, so I rested up so I could be healthy to come here to see you guys. I'm here for you. You know what I'm
better
saying?
Appreciate it. Because a lot of times
Dude, crushing the can was a nice
you like
addition
that?
to it.
It was
Yeah.
hardly any effort. It was a full can too. It wasn't empty. You pussies.
You goddamn pussies.
Man, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm fucking.
I'm glad you made it.
Fucking amped. It's funny. When I came in, me and Josh were, trying to be friends, and then he would tell me a story. We have stories that we could tell before the pod that we can't tell on, and that's
the ones where we shit on all of you.
Yeah. If y'all think that we actually shit on people on the pod, you should listen before the pod.
Patreon only before the pod. We're just like, who I think should get fucked, and then we just start naming. People.
We start naming people that don't deserve it. Really, like they're really sweet people with families and just trying to do right and stuff, but we just don't care when the cameras aren't on. Like
the only person that's ever been safe from I hope they get fucked was Maggie Shipley. Maggie Shipley's the only person that I've never wished evil on.
No, she gets
not one time
forever. Like she's.
I won't ever wish evil on Maggie. But everybody else, as soon as this camera cuts off, I just start. You know who I hate, and then I just start naming all you fucks one by one by one.
But yeah, we did that, so we could. That's the only things that we could talk about. We couldn't have actual conversation. Like there were so many things you tell me, but like, oh well, no, I can't.
We're just standing outside.
Oh well.
Well, hold on.
Wait, I got no. I can't.
Nope,
say
gotta
that.
live my life in
That
front of
might
the camera.
That might be for everybody else. That might not be for me and you to talk about. That might be for the people, bro. That might be for the Ducket heads.
Man, let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the stuff that's happened. I got murdered on Facebook. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
My reputation got murdered on Facebook, Chase, because 11 years of experience in comedy, I said an opinion.
Well, you were mean.
I was mean about it. But so what?
Yeah, so the fuck what?
So the fuck what? Grow a sack, you fucking pussies. I stated my opinion on comedy classes, that you should not pay for a comedy class from anyone. Go to an open mic or show and do comedy there. And when I posted this, it wasn't specifically referencing one person.
But is there only one comedy class?
Okay, I didn't know that when I said it, but yes, there was only one comedy class going around, so it was very clear.
And he just posted about it earlier that day.
Oh, my post was directly.
Yeah, right. But I don't understand why he thought it had anything to do with him.
No.
Like,
I don't understand.
Bro,
I tagged him in it. I did tag him in it.
It's nothing to do with you, bro. Like, Jesus, man. People
The fucking ego to think that just because I tagged you in a post about something you said that it's about you is ridiculous.
You're so vain.
It was and I thought this will just be vague. A whole bunch of comedians will like and agree with me, and I'll get some good karma in my heart. I'll feel accepted. And then it turned bad. Like, everybody knew who I was talking about.
They all knew,
and everybody had a very vocal opinion about it. And I'm not in control of that. That's the only thing in the world I'm not in control of. And it got brutal. Chase,
Yeah.
It was a swamp. It was a swamp down there.
I came for you.
It's still there. I didn't delete any of it. I never will. It's still there. But then I had to issue an apology to the person, because I mean, it was just.
It came to that. It
came down to, like,
you had to get the podium out.
I had to say I'm sorry that y'all attacked somebody for being a scumbag.
I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt. Okay. I'm sorry that you're too weak to take constructive criticism yelled through an air horn.
Yeah, just because I yell it doesn't mean it's not coming from a place of love. I don't know. That's what I don't think people.
I've been trying to tell people that about you for years. They're like, I don't understand how you can just let Josh scream at your face like that all the time. Like, you don't know him whenever.
He doesn't mean it.
When the cameras aren't on, okay, he's different. Whenever it's just me and him,
he doesn't yell like that.
He doesn't yell like that.
He doesn't do wrestling promos for every.
He tells me I'm pretty. And
so it got pretty ugly, and I felt bad enough that I reached out to the person that the post was clearly about to apologize.
Hey, if you might have misconstrued this as being about you somehow.
Yeah, it's not.
But I understand how it could hurt your feelings.
And so I found out that I had been blocked on Facebook by the person and the venue that were doing the fraud, and so I felt bad that they were attacked personally. So I messaged on another social media platform, Chase.
Mm.
Oh, I'm blocked on Facebook. I'll find you on Instagram to send you an apology because I feel that bad.
Dang,
do you know how much work that took?
That's a lot.
That's like 12 seconds of opening a whole nother fucking app. And then it was...
You got to type in that person's name?
Yeah. And then find their picture.
And what if somebody else... Yeah, what if there's another profile
kind
of like... Yeah.
There was!
Dude.
I had to scroll. And when you look up somebody's name, if you have to scroll too long, you're like, oh, well, it's not even worth apologizing. If you're this far down on the list of your name, I don't need to apologize to you.
You're not even the most important Brandon, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I know 8 other Willies more important than you.
So I send this very heartfelt, genuine apology, Chase.
Yeah.
And do you think it was accepted? It's so good that you're here and I can just. Do you think it was accepted? Do you think they just said, "Hey, you know what? I know you didn't mean it as me personally." Do you think that's what happened?
No, I'm sure they had some stuff to say.
They had some stuff.
I'm sure they had a side of it. Which can you just let us control this narrative and you just take it and be like, it's fine? Like, bro, it's fine. I said it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Leave me alone about it, all right?
Like, stop with your fucking feelings and
if I drag you, so the fuck what?
So the fuck what? Like, that's just what happened to you. Like, that's what happened to you that day. And everybody's cool about it.
Everybody is
fine. Everybody I talk to about it says it's fine.
And Jay, I got so many messages from people about like how great comedy classes are and how much they've helped them learn comedy and feel accepted and get their foot in the door, which, to be fair, is not something that I anticipated.
Yeah. Also, I want to ask all those people, like, oh, how often do you perform now? Like, are you getting out there a lot right now? Are you performing every week with that confidence that you got from that class that ripped you off? Or did you just do the graduation class and all your friends came to see, where it was a big celebration of you doing it, and then that's the only show? You went to an open mic after that and it wasn't as fun, and then you haven't really performed since. Is that you? Is it? I'm just wondering. Because that's not a comedy. That's like a theater class. You did a you performed in a play.
You did a workshop.
You did a play.
You did a play.
There was a big recital at the end, and everybody came to see. And that is not anywhere close to realistically how comedy. The amount of they do a lot of those classes in the Pacific Northwest and stuff. Like each club has like a class they do at some point. And dude, I can name like 3 people that once they went through the class, actually like still hung out and did it. Like it's not like usually fine, do it. I'm sure those people like the people that did it, I'm sure of course they have a great opinion of it, but also like you're not continuing in comedy, which also like I don't know, then I guess maybe fuck them people, take their money. So maybe
see the way this has turned out, first off, a friend of mine who was a newer comic messaged me and was like, hey, this is an option, do you think it's worth it? And I said no, and I told him exactly what I posted on Facebook. And then I thought, my opinion is very important. If somebody
who else needs to hear this?
Everybody.
That's
exactly what I thought, Chase. That's exactly.
I can make this so much simpler. I just put it out to the world,
and then nobody will have to message me and ask me because everybody knows how I feel.
Once again, doing it for them.
And they didn't appreciate it is my biggest concern. They didn't appreciate me. The venue unfriended me on Facebook. I issue an apology because I genuinely felt bad that it became an attack on a person and not the institution of comedy classes. And I didn't want to talk about this game because it's been weeks now. Everybody else has moved on. Everybody in the world has moved on. But not me, buddy.
We're going to pick that scab. Pick that scab a little bit.
In the apology, it was just for... I stood by what I said, but it was, I'm sorry that you got attacked personally. And then the person responded with, well, then issue a public apology to me would be a first step. Now, I never named them. I didn't tag a venue when I made the post. Everybody kind of knew it was about them, but if you want me to go issue a public apology and tag you in it, everybody's going to know it's about you. So, okay. And if that's
and then you got a phrase, hey, so a week ago I said that comedy classes were horse shit and stealing your money.
People were ripping you off.
And maybe I shouldn't have said that publicly. So I would like to tag insert person here and apologize to them publicly for me saying that they were ripping people off.
And for how mean all of you were to them.
Yeah,
Stop
so
being
if you
mean.
didn't know,
That's what I said.
If you didn't know, that's what I said, and that's the person actually. So
right here. And
this is step 1 to closure.
Step 1 to healing. It was step 1 to healing is what it was. And then step 2 was book me to headline your show and I'll forgive you. And that's the goddamn funniest thing I expected.
Comics are so gross, man.
I expected it to go about 8 different ways. That was not one of them. I did not expect, I'll forgive you if you book me to headline your show.
Yeah, dude. You never stop. Always be closing, bro.
In the paragraph before this, before I'm asking you this, you told me that you think I'm a fraud and I'm ripping people off and I'm not funny. But if you want me to forgive you, you book me on your show.
You book this fraud, all right? Put my face on a poster.
And I don't want anybody to get attacked personally. I didn't want to bully somebody on Facebook, but that response was... I just never expected it. I'll forgive you if you book me to headline your show. You know the one where the national headliners come through? That one. Yeah. You go in between Sam Talent, Billy Wayne Davis, Sean Patton, then me, and then... no, good God.
I know you also build houses.
Can you please?
And you got on here and told everybody how I'm shit at building houses to warn them to not get a house built by me. But maybe I should build your house.
Buddy, that's the angle I didn't even think of. I've spent everybody in my Facebook friends list just shit all over you to the point that I feel like I need to apologize to you. And you want me to book you? And then the next post is me going, hey, you know what? You actually should come see this guy now. And this isn't just because I need him to forgive me. This is because I've changed.
You know
I've
what?
had a change
He
of
is
heart.
funny.
I've
He
had a
is
change of
funny,
heart.
and I'm taking his class. I'm gonna take it.
I signed up.
I signed up. I'm bringing a note. I'm taking notes. I'm sitting right up front. I'm gonna be a great student. I'm gonna ace this comedy class.
I'm gonna get an A. I'm gonna be on the honor roll.
I'm gonna be one of the best comedy
I'm gonna
students
be on the honor roll.
this guy's ever had.
You know, the first lesson they teach you: every punchline should be somebody's dead. You got to kill somebody. Every punchline. I kill you. It's a very inside joke, I guess, from me and Chase.
Yeah, but don't tease me like that, bro. I'm sitting on some stuff. You can't.
So I don't know. I don't want to attack one person. I'm not a bully, but I would like to bully comedy classes, just in general. Don't.
Yeah, probably don't do them.
Don't do them. You'll learn more going to a show. Just go watch a show. Or
yeah,
don't.
somewhere in the middle of us.
I don't care.
Of us like doing this, I've almost because I did just have that realization of like, oh yeah, most of these people don't. They never performed before, and then they just perform for that, and then they never perform again. So were they ever really comics? So
do I even care that?
Do I even care that that you capitalizing on the money? I mean, maybe take
this
their
is
money.
why adults debate. Do you see this? I've heard this viewpoint of Chase Myers, internationally touring comedian, who is 100% pro comedy classes now. I've heard this, and guess what? Inside my heart, I've changed. I'm a new man now. Comedy classes.
It depends on the person. I guess what I'm trying to say is sign up for the Buckets of Duckets comedy
Buckets
course.
of Duckets comedy course.
We're going to teach podcasting.
It's a master class.
Yeah.
$75. We'll teach you how to do comedy.
Yeah. To set a precedent.
Yeah. Bring a championship belt and pretend that you don't know Judah Friedlander exists. Do that.
Step one.
That was one of my biggest heartbreaks in comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I haven't ever talked about. When I bought I bought a couple of replica wrestling championship belts, and I realized I didn't have anywhere to show them off, so I tried to work them into comedy and just bringing them with me.
I couldn't do it at my day job. I
just wanted to show. Yeah, you can't bring them to a warehouse for FEMA, so I wanted people to know that I had them. So I just started bringing them to comedy classes, and so many people were like, "Hey, just so you know." Just so you know, Judah Friedlander exists. And then I found out there's a guy that's the world champion of comedy, and he has ignored every request I've had to challenge him for his title.
Yeah, he's a paper champion. Yeah. He's a fucking paper champ.
Hasn't answered one time.
From everybody.
Yeah, I guess you have been a champion for 7 years. You haven't defended it one fucking time. You know what I mean? Why don't you grab one of your stupid looking hats and your belt and come up to the top of the mountain and come see me about it?
If you can get there.
Come see if you can get up there, because I bet you can't. Comedy class after comedy class after comedy class. You're going to step over rubble to get up there and get in trouble. Boom. Huh? I'm Harry Mack, dude.
Make it
I don't
rhyme
know what
right
the
then.
fuck you're talking about.
Give me a word. So, I had shows in Tulsa last week. Which one? 6 shows. Working with this guy, Colin Chamberlain, and another dude, Adam. Boy, I'm the worst. I'm just one of the worst people.
After what we just said about comedy classes, I think it's cool if you forget some names. I think we've got enough good karma now.
It's fine.
We've made everybody happy.
I have it. It's just I just refuse to ever do one of these sober. I just always smoke right before. And
Adam Carolla.
And Adam Carolla hosted. You're right. That's yeah. That was who the host was that week. He's got a shot, man. He's got some stuff. We'll see. I think if he sticks with it.
For men.
Yeah, I mean it was a big part of it. I ordered a quesadilla, and he was.
He brought it to you?
Yeah, he was like really fucking mad about it. Like it just wasn't a manly enough choice. It was like, for some reason he thought cheese made me a pussy. I don't really know like what it was, but I just wasn't
He
eating
He called me something even worse because I ordered a strawberry margarita.
Yeah.
And he was like, that drink is as pink as your pussy lips. That's what
Yeah,
he told me.
he was like, and then he ordered a
Whoa.
mangarita, like a man.
And they just put balls in it.
Yeah.
They have truck nuts that just covered in salt and float in it.
Nobody would dare think I'm a woman now. See? It's the worst thing that could happen. I enjoy myself. So, the headliner Colin, he's from New York. He lives in New York. He's from Pittsburgh originally. And one of the worst things you can be in Tulsa is from New York.
New York City!
Yeah. Where the fuck you get your beans from?
They start booing him from
It was a salsa. It was a salsa commercial.
Yeah,
It was a salsa commercial.
None of these assholes would have called you out on it. We could have gone beans. Paste picante sauce. I got mine from New York City.
New York City!
And then they kill them.
That was a commercial. That was a commercial through my childhood. The screen would just go black and they'd beat the dog shit out of somebody from New York.
You could hear the violence happening right off camera.
Yeah, especially like late at night, like whenever like Girls Gone Wild commercials are coming on and stuff. They'd be like the adult version of the Sauce Picante commercials.
Those Girls Gone Wild videos were pretty cool.
Man, that was just a good time in our country, bro. That was just...
It didn't seem weird at all. Or creepy.
I would be, so like, you know, those commercials were coming on and I was like a 12-year-old boy, so I definitely didn't see any problem in them whatsoever. Like I had no, and it's just like I was just, you know, for as long as I could recognize commercials and TVs and stuff, there was always boobs and ladies. There was always somewhere for me to send $20 and get boobs back, you know. And so I would love to see, like, if I'd have saw, like now if that comes on, like how quick I'd.
Have you ever actually seen
I'd
any
pearl
of the
clutch.
videos past the commercials?
No, I don't think you really have to, right? Like,
you do.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen documentaries talking about how sleazy that dude is.
A friend of mine, when I was in same guy that runs comedy class. A friend of mine, when I was in the Air Force had ordered one, and we were having like we're all 19, let's drink and watch this Girls Gone Wild video together for some reason, and the commercials cut out all the parts of the camera guy be like, no, you kiss her.
Yeah.
Take her shirt off. I'll give you this hat.
Yeah.
Show me your pussy and you can look at this fanny belt. Show me your pussy. I'll give you this flask. And just like, right. I mean, we started watching. We're like, oh. Like, oh. It takes a lot out of it when he's like, do it. Kiss her. You fucking do it.
I'll let you off this bus if you kiss her.
The door's locked until you lick her nipple.
That was so great, Ashley. Here's the shirt.
Thanks. We hope to see you again.
Okay, now look at the camera and say, Girls Gone Wild.
Do it. But they have a very different vibe if you watch the parts that aren't edited. And now as an adult, if you see them, it's...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd pearl clutch the second I saw that. I'd be like, now just what is going on in my
I would
this
call
generation
DirecTV
today?
immediately.
Yeah.
I would pull my phone out and be, I'm not having this.
No.
There's children in this house.
I don't have kids, but if I did, I would not want them watching this filth.
And I started off my complaint with, as a father of a daughter. And then that means I know.
As a man with a mother and a wife and a daughter.
I've seen titties.
And I got coffee and the barista was a lady. I just want to speak up. So he's from New York City, which shame on him.
Yeah,
and
not starting off good.
And so I think it was the second show. I think it was a Thursday show. We did Wednesday, Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, right? And so Thursday, he goes up. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Tulsa? You know, I experienced all your fine dining this way. I went to Olive Garden. You know, Waka Waka, just a nice, easy little.
They love
you
that.
could do that joke anywhere. You know, that's just
everybody has an Olive Garden.
Shouldn't really be a problem. Also, and he's telling the truth. There's an Olive Garden right there. He did go to that Olive Garden. He's not
They
lying.
weren't having it, were they?
You know, Crystal with a K served him or whatever, and then that was like the joke. You know, Crystal with a K, and
Wait, why?
and just make it more specific, just makes it funny,
Okay.
If
I had paid for a fucking class, I would know that. You see that right there?
These are things you're missing out on, bro. These are things that a man that's been doing comedy for a year could show you. Okay? That's the other part. Let's go back real quick. I feel like we didn't really acknowledge that part. We just kept bitching about classes in general.
Oh, yeah.
But also, like, because there's a comedy class taught at Tacoma Comedy Club. My buddy Corey Michaelis teaches it. He's done comedy for 15 years and actively tours. And so, like, you're hearing it from somebody that actually does have experience and is going to cut out any bullshit. Your best friend that's running the show here that you're going to book on your show soon, he's been doing comedy for a couple weeks, right?
A little over a year.
Yeah, right. So
two albums, but a little over a year.
Only 2 albums.
That's not
dude.
a joke. A little over
only
a year.
2 albums, man. What's he been doing, bro? I had 7 albums by the time I hit a year.
Yeah,
I'm cutting.
That was the other part.
I'm cutting up this podcast, putting out as an album.
And then the worst, the biggest catch I found myself in was, you haven't been doing comedy long enough to know, but I got a lot of people that saw my apology and were like, it takes a big man to apologize. I'm glad you're a good person in your heart. And I wanted to tell every one of them, no, I'm not a good person.
Not a good person at all.
I'm not a good person at all. There's so much hate in my heart right
I
now.
almost commented, hey, never mind, go fuck yourself, right under this post of me apologizing. I've had to stop myself from doing that. I had to...
And everybody's like, and I almost worded with, this is under duress. I'm being forced to do this.
I am blinking twice or however many times I need to blink to let you know this is not okay.
But a lot of people were like, people would tell me, and I got stuck because people would message me and say, I actually learned this comedy class and I had a great time and learned good things, and I wouldn't reach out and tell you if I didn't think you were a good guy. And I know that you didn't mean that from a place of negativity and that you're a good guy.
See,
so
bro, that's that social media persona you've done put on. People think you this family guy.
And I'm not. Fuck all of you. I'm not at all. Fuck every one of you. But they would say this stuff, and then I couldn't be like, oh, well, you learned something from the class because you don't know a goddamn thing about comedy anyway.
Oh, if you don't know a single fucking thing, then I guess.
Obviously, you learned something.
Guess,
A microphone will teach you.
Yeah.
You just learn how to walk on stage. But I couldn't say that because people are like, oh, you have purity. Somebody called me pure of heart. They said, I know that you are so pure. You're a ray of light of positive energy. And I was typing out, I think you should go fuck off. Your mother can eat my balls.
Josh, gets in 3 fights a week in his neighborhood. He doesn't even have to leave his house, really, to fight people. So,
and I issue one apology under duress.
The ray of sunshine that he is.
And people just think, yeah, I got cute kids. That doesn't have a goddamn thing to do with me. You hadn't seen her mother. Their mother's hot. I don't have dick to do with it. Nothing. They're good kids. You know why they're good kids? Because I am the example of what not to do. You know what I mean? There's, you learn good and evil because there's opposite. Right. You got Santa and you got Satan. Yeah. Santa and Satan. Everybody
Santa and Satan fight it out every year.
Boy, I've gotten off into this now. I don't know where I'm going.
You're a mean one, Mr. Satan.
Look, I guess to summarize this, if the person teaching a comedy class lists their tour dates and any of them are an open mic, don't pay them to teach you comedy.
Probably not.
If they list open mics
and they're not even closing that mic out,
don't pay them for comedy.
So, all right, I went to your Olive Garden today. Crystal with a K served me. All right, so I flew in from New York.
It's just funnier.
Because it's funny. It's an observation.
I got it. No, I didn't. I really thought there was going to be a very specific thing with the Crystal with a K, like, oh, in Oklahoma it's this and this. So after I'm ripping all these comedy classes, like, no, it's just funnier to be more specific.
Yeah, it's just different. It's it's to make it be like things are a little different here, whatever they got. Colin, I like this guy. You don't gotta. Yeah, and so Colin's a good dude. So
you see, if I was a good guy, would I be attacking this guy I've never met before? No. I'd be saying, oh, okay, he's a good guy. Chase says he's a good guy. He is.
This is a story of something that happened to him, not something he did. So.
But it happened to him because of what he did.
Because he won't take responsibility for going up. You just can't go up there and make fun of a town's Olive Garden, okay? There are fucking repercussions. You can't just say stuff like that.
Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences.
So go ahead. Go tell your story.
Yeah, tell your story about your friend. Oh, it's so much more fun when you're sitting right here.
So he's been on stage for a minute. You got to laugh. He's starting off on. He's ready to get the train going. And he's like, I just flew in from New York. He's now been on stage for a minute and a half, and somebody in the very back who has been dying laughing like the entire show. Loved the host, loved me. It's a minute and a half into Colin, who is, by the way, not like an offensive comic. Like what I just said is as offensive as it got.
So he's from New York. It's his most offensive joke.
It was the most offensive. Yeah, and was like, nope, fuck this, fuck that. They think they're better than us. You're not better than us because you're from New York. I'm fucking out of here, like that. And he's like, whoa, what's good? He's working well on his feet. He's like, do you work at the Olive Garden? Like, oh my God, Crystal with the K is here.
Yeah,
Everybody,
wow.
and everybody's laughing. And he's like, no, wait. He's trying to talk to her. Like, no, wait. Like, let's, I've been on stage
Let's work this out.
I've been on stage a minute and a
I'll
half.
issue an apology on Instagram.
Yeah,
What
is
do
that
you
what you need? I say, nope. Fucking closed the tab. Went out. Fucking let her and her friend bounced a minute and a half into the set. Off of, I went to your Olive Garden and I just flew in from New York.
Disrespectful motherfucker.
This motherfucker, I will not sit by. I guess all you are okay. Well, what's going on here?
All you spineless assholes.
But not me. Not me. I will not sit by and let this motherfucker be from New York in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I love that they have to be very vocal about it.
Yeah.
Too.
Nuh-uh.
No.
No. Fuck that. Bro, for real. He put the video up on Instagram. He put it up the other day. Yeah. Fuck that. Y'all think you're better than me.
That's what I said in the comedy class.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was strong. You think you're better than me energy was just
And then they did
upset.
leave.
Yeah.
And this wasn't a free show. They paid to get in.
Yeah. Paid to go in. Was having a great, was like oh, that's a great laughing table back there. That table was like laughing at setups and stuff. Like they're almost laughing so much it's messing up my rhythm how much they're laughing. And
They messed up his rhythm by telling him to go fuck off.
Dude, he had some fucking moments this week, bro. All my sets were problem free. My sets would just go up and do comedy.
Because that's how we do things as a team.
Clock in and clock out.
Boom.
Just
Work done.
brought my lunch pail. Just getting in and out in Tulsa, right? They respect that. They respected the blue collar nature. I gotta do 30 minutes. 30 minutes on the dot. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna go home and drink a beer.
Go home. Drink a beer, watch football. Gonna watch some college football this weekend. So later on, now this one is definitely not his. So
It's so funny to think of somebody just no,
absolutely not.
That's so funny.
I won't sit through a second more of this.
Not on my watch.
And by the way, he was about to just get into airplane material. Like, it wasn't even like, I'm from New York, this place fucking sucks. It was just, I flew in from New York.
You mean the Metal Demon Birds? No. Not in Jesus' Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. He's doing a show Saturday shows. Early show. Show's great. Everything's going up. He's doing well. He's up there. He's killing. He got past the New York jokes. They passed. He's
safe now.
He's safe. He's doing his airplane stuff. He's doing and then fucking bro, like this is about to get serious. So then out of nowhere, like you start hearing people like kind of rustling. And then it's like, oh my God, is she okay? Is she okay back there? And then he's like, yo, is something going on? Like, what's going on? And then you start hearing people like, fuck, is she not breathing? Is she not breathing? And then everybody's like, what the fuck is happening? This lady like passed out during the show. Turns out, I'll relieve the stress. So it turns out she like gave blood or something earlier that day, or no, dude, there's some back alleys in Tulsa you don't want to go down where they'll take you in a van, snatch your blood, resell it on the black market, bro. That's like, they act like they're better than New York. They're not better than New York, bro.
I've heard about that. That's what Oklahoma's known for.
Yeah,
corn and blood stealing.
So this poor lady had her fucking blood stolen, and then she's just trying to drink it off. You know how you do. You know, whenever you can't, when you got all your blood.
They tell you every time you donate blood.
Yeah, go ahead and drink. Just blow that steam off real quick.
Out.
Yeah, it'll be good. So so she like just like knocks out hard during the show. And everybody's like freaking out. We had to turn the lights on. I had to turn the lights on during the show. And Colin was like really smart because he just didn't fucking say anything. He just shut up on stage and just kind of, which like, some comics would not. Some comics would start trying to make jokes there about the maybe dead person that's like,
imagine?
yeah.
And then they are dead.
Yeah, and then
And then they have to take the body out and then finish the show.
Yeah, so
where were we?
What was I talking about? Dentist, that's right. So So dude, so they fucking like everybody, like, you know, everybody's around her and stuff, and and then eventually she kind of comes to, and the manager Allie is a fucking psychopath. She's like Colin, she's okay, she's up now. You can just go back to like dude, it's been quiet for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
everybody's sitting around like, what do you mean? Oh, I could just go.
There's no going back.
Yeah, and she's like, no, it's embarrassing. Don't, like, you know, like, she'll be fine. She's up. You know, whatever. Just go on about the show. It's like, what? No, I can't just jump into the show. Like, is she? And he even said, he was like, is she still here? Like, they called the paramedics. Are the paramedics about to come in here? Like, what's happening? And then so, you know, the crowd kind of.
Is this at a club?
This is the Looney Bin. This is the Tulsa Looney Bin.
Oh,
there's 80 people at the show. Like, there's a shit ton of people at the show.
79 now.
And yeah, and so they turn the lights back down, and Colin somehow gets back into his act, and the crowd's on board. That's how much Tulsa, like, this is just, drunk lady passed out and almost died back there. All right, so she good, right? All right, cool.
She
and
good?
So, yeah. So
Is she dead though?
went back. Paramedics came in. Paramedic, one dude walked in.
Hey, somebody died or what?
And somebody died. Fucking what? Yeah, walked her out.
Not if they just
Not
walked her
even.
out.
Yeah.
Like
Just walked her
security,
out. Just walked her out. There's ambulance in front of the club. People were wet. Yeah, and my man just went through. He just started. He just jumped back into the set, bro. I could not imagine. Like, I was shook. Like, I was pretty shook. Like, if I was on stage, I couldn't have been quiet that long. I would have been like, I honestly at some point would have been like, so this is done, right? Like, we're just gonna call the show. Like, I'm sure
I'll
we're
leave the
getting
stage.
Yeah, whatever. Like, he just stood on stage, like he leaned up against the wall while it was all happening and stuff. But I would have said something about canceling the show. Like, that's what I would have thought. Yeah. But no, it was just so crazy.
The lady fucking died.
Allie is just like, yeah, just keep, you know, like,
just pretend it's not happening.
It's fine. It was so funny that she was like, it's embarrassing when something like this happens.
She's very embarrassed right now. Yeah. Look at her.
Yeah. So if we could just act like this
shit
didn't
herself.
happen. Yeah. And it was funny. Allie tried to like come to me later and be like, yeah, I just wanted them to keep it going. I was like, Allie, somebody said she wasn't breathing. Like, that was something that was said out loud during the.
Not a lot of funny happened.
Yeah. You can't just, like, we thought somebody had like just died, like had a heart attack or something over there. Like, yeah, and it's funny too. So it's in the dark, so, you know, everybody just becomes a doctor. So, like, you just keep hearing people like, she's having a seizure, and this person, it's across the room, not even looking.
Fentanyl.
It's yeah. Oh shit! Did somebody blow fentanyl in here? Big fentanyl bomb just went off. They got the AC on. That's irresponsible. Blew around here.
All that rice just killed everybody.
Could have fucking killed us all.
I used to. Have you ever had fentanyl?
No, I mean, I know it's like a medicine, like
whatever I had. So, a cop. Is that what you were talking about too? The cop that had the fentanyl supposedly blowing her face.
But that's happened. Yes, but that's happened over and over again for like 2 years now. Like, they just been
a grain of salt blows in her face, and some cop has to get Narcaned. I used to take fentanyl when my leg was messed up and I was having all my surgeries. The only way to control the rage and anger inside of me was fentanyl. They would put these patches on for 72 hours. Mm-hmm. And it was fentanyl, and they're like, don't take it off. It'll slowly release in your bloodstream. And it takes a long time because it's like soaking in instead of taking a pill. Mm-hmm. And I remember taking it and be like, oh, this isn't doing shit. And then like 4 days had passed, and I was like, oh. Oh, it's been 6 months. I died 8 times, I think. The wind blew when the patch was on. When I was going to put it on, it blew on
dude,
my
that's
face.
the worst thing they can
It
have.
blew right on my face, and I was dead.
They always say you got to make sure that you're in like an air sealed room whenever you take it.
It's so funny to think that she's like, "What is this?"
It also doesn't make sense. Like, why would you sell a drug that's gonna kill all your clients?
The same reason that you put it in Halloween candy and give it away for free after you've paid a lot of money for it. Yeah. That's what you do. Yeah.
You just kill random people. You know, like, oh, I made a lot of money off of selling this drug to them. Now I'll never make any money ever from them. It's a one shot, and that's it.
This is a good business model.
That's how you hook them.
This is as good as teaching.
You give them a little taste, and then they're dead. That's how you get them going. Everybody knows that.
You give them a little taste, and then they die, and then their friends are like, holy fuck, that killed him? We should try it.
Us too. I want to die. Let me try it.
Pretty soon you've killed everybody, and you're a billionaire by then, right?
That's how you take over.
Chase, I've been watching Yellowstone. Have you ever seen Yellowstone?
I have seen my parents watch Yellowstone.
I think a lot of people's parents watch Yellowstone. I think
it's
I'm nuts deep in it right now. I am starting season 3, but I watched the first 2 seasons in like 3 days. It might be the best show ever. I'm gonna start wearing a cowboy hat and boots.
Yeah, it's got a real hold on people, that show.
Buddy,
like people are fucking in.
I'll tell you
on that
why.
show.
There's a guy on there named Rip. Cole Hauser from Days Confused and other movies I like. And my wife watched the whole show and told me how great it was, and I was like, I don't think I want to watch a cowboy show. I don't think it's going to do it for me. And then she showed me a clip of this guy named Rip. He likes to fight, and he suplexes people regularly. He just walked up and grabbed a security guard and like belly to belly suplexed him on a ranch and then beat the shit out of him. And I was like, well, I got to see what that's about. If he's doing that, and
it's a good entry point,
dude. It's like the best thing I've ever seen. It's a very, very good show. I'm gonna start wearing a hat. I've been looking for cowboy hats and boots now. I think I'm gonna become a cowboy guy.
My brother. My mom and brother were watching it the other day, and then my brother now works. So he cuts grass. You know, he's got his own grass cutting thing, and so now what he does during the winter, instead of spending all of his money he made during the summer, which is what he did last year, he's working at some Western store or whatever that sells.
I thought you were
boots. Gonna
say ranch or something. I was like, no shit. Like, no, he's.
Oh shit! You suplex somebody?
He's working a Red Wing.
But I didn't want to pack. You know, I'm like on like a 3-week run right now, and I didn't want to pack more than one bag because I'm gonna sell all my merch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then I didn't want to travel back. Now I'm paying for fucking 2 empty bags to
Right.
fly back with me. So that means I have to make sacrifices, and sometimes I can't bring all the J's that I want to bring. So I just brought one pair, but it's my only good pair.
You have to pick one pair to wear for 3 weeks.
That's what I did, man. So I went. Yeah.
Which ones?
I went with the playoff 12s. They're black and white, you
Yeah.
know, and so they fit what they.
Is that the
They
patent
match
leather on the
with
sides, or is that the
no,
11s?
that's the 11s, yeah, and but they match with a lot of stuff, so that
Yeah.
was kind of what I went with. So I you know, I have to do other things. I went to the gym yesterday. I'm not going to the gym in 12s, and which by the way, I fucking hate that Planet Fitness and denim. Not for the regular reasons that people hate Planet Fitness, where they're like, they won't even let me fucking chunk weights and growl. I don't understand. I'm just trying to take my shirt off.
I'm trying to eat a raw steak while I growl at people in front of a
fucking, and they
weight.
made fun of me. Like, it's like they don't even know like how you put on muscle. Bunch of little pussies work there. It's all machines and I'm a Black Card member, bro. So I can just go to any Planet Fitness. I can just walk in and go, this is
Goddamn.
fucking mine. I'm gonna shit in your toilet. I'm gonna take a shower.
And how much do you pay a month for that?
It's $25 or something.
I pay $95 a month for the YMCA right here, and I can only use
It's the only
that
one you can
It's
go
the only
to.
one I
That's
go to.
crazy.
I don't know if
And
you
it
go to
closes
go
at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 5 to 8, but it's literally
Yeah.
right around the corner. But I just signed up for it years ago, and I haven't looked, and I haven't been to that gym in 2 years because of COVID. And then I've been paying $95 a fucking month for
Yeah, they'll never
that.
remind you. I love that there's never a point where there's like,
Hey, you're still paying us.
hey, yeah, they will never tell you that. Like, yo, you haven't came here in literally a year and a half. You know, maybe something. Maybe just call in a check and be like, maybe you want to get
I
back
might
in
be
here.
dead.
Like, you don't need to call me and be like, hey, maybe don't pay us anymore. I understand not
Hey,
wanting
you
to bring
fat
that up.
fuck, where you
But maybe
been?
try to convince me to get in there. Maybe try to.
Where you been, you lazy sack of shit?
So, not to brag, but I've been Planet Fitnesses all over this country, right? And everywhere else, I've slept in many a parking lot in Planet Fitness. And everywhere else understands that, except the one in denim, that when you fucking use like a mat or whatever, you wipe it down and you hang it back up. Like 3 years in a row when I've came here for Christmas and I've gone to that Planet Fitness, I walk in the stretch room and there's just mats just everywhere, and I'm watching people just come in and jump on them and then leave. I'm like, you're all fucking disgusting. Like, you're all disgusting. I don't understand. And so I'm like making a big fucking deal about cleaning mine off.
You want to make
and
sure
stuff.
everybody sees you doing it?
I'm like just big circles on it and shit. Like, oh
Holding it
wow.
up for everybody
I'm
to
like,
see.
this is gonna be so much cleaner and hygienic for me to work out on. I won't be breathing in everybody else's ass juice all day. This is gonna be great.
In denim, too.
In denim, of like the dirtiest fucking place. And I can say that I'm from there, you
Yeah.
fucks.
It's the dirtiest assholes per capita.
Dude, clean them, all right? Like, man, I'm out
You
here.
got a Planet Fitness?
I'm trying to make a fucking name for myself out here. I got to answer for your dirty assholes every time people hear I'm from Denham Springs.
It's the first thing people ask.
They don't want to know, like, what I got coming up, what projects I'm
Do
working
they make
on.
their own hoods, and why is everybody's asshole so dirty? That's the first two things that everybody asks.
I'm fucking tired. I honestly, I put it on a business card. It was just those answers on there so people stop asking me. So we could just get by it, you know what I'm saying? But nah, they're fucking gross. They never put up.
Oh, speaking of gross, this just reminded me.
Uh-huh.
I hate to interrupt us shitting on Denham for anything.
Right.
But speaking of gross, I do want to tell Matt Brown and Lindsay congratulations on your marriage.
Ugh.
Gross. I
So
bet y'all are kissing right now. They're probably kissing right now. Watching our podcast. I bet you're watching this right now, aren't you, Matt?
For this one. I'm
Matt,
straight
you're watching
ahead
this
for
and
this
kissing, huh?
Huh.
Mwah. Is that you right now? You're doing this? Mwah. You got a Boba Fett helmet on, kissing you and your wife.
I can't wait for him to text me later and be like, I did have a Boba Fett.
I did. Yeah, I did have a Boba Fett man on, you fucking
Dude,
asshole.
that fucking broke me, bro, whenever.
I love Matt. We could congratulations. I
Yeah,
couldn't
congrats,
make it. Michelle has to work so much of shorthand. I wasn't able to make it. But I wanted to tell you gross in person. So
This is the best
All right.
way to do it.
Denim and assholes again. That just reminded me. Real
Yeah,
quick.
no, that was it. It was just that they nasty. I don't remember if there was a bigger point that I was trying to get to, but I know that I needed to get that on tape. That I'm tired of cleaning up after them when I go to that fucking Planet Fitness.
I used to hate that. There's the Planet Fitness out here before I switched to the
Oh.
YMCA.
I do remember. My brother's working at that Western store.
That's right. Your
So
brother's
I can't
selling
go
the-
work out. I can't go work out in Jay's. Like, I mean, I can, but I'm not about to crease them up
Why-
and
why
stuff.
would
Yeah,
you?
I'm not gonna crease them. And so I'm like, hey, bro, you got some like shoes I can wear? You know, like just some stuff. And the man had like, I didn't know that he was working at the Western store yet. Like he hadn't told me that yet. And the man had 30 pairs of boots. I was like, bro, what is up with all of these boots? So you just
How many
buy?
boots do
Yeah,
you
you
need?
just buy 30. And so
like a
it's
boot?
his J's or whatever. And then
Oh,
this
all right.
motherfucker, he had the nerve to be like, so bro, you wearing them J's, bro? Like you don't like? He's like, you getting on them J's? Like Lane, you've seen me wear J's every holiday for 5-6 years now. When I came through.
And
I
you
was
know
like,
you
pretty,
can't touch
no.
them. I tell you that every
Yeah. I
time.
tell you every time. And then so he just had all these boots because he gets a discount at this store.
I'm surprised you didn't come over wearing one.
It works. I should have mudded them up.
I sent
Uh,
when Chase told me he was coming. I sent 6 texts that were like, "Do not wear good shoes."
Do not wear good stuff. I can't wear anything here because it's not on. By the way, you sent a picture of your dog, so it was very threatening. You're like, don't
I was trying to show you how muddy it was. Was why I wasn't showing you.
don't wear good shoes. There's a picture of your dog.
It's been raining, so the dog's been running through the yard, and the whole yard is a mud pit, and they will destroy his shoes.
Hey, dogs. It's not just shoes.
They're all 3 right fucking
You can't
here on the
wear.
floor. You
Yeah,
can't see 'em.
yeah, dude. Your dog's like. No matter how many dogs you've had over the year, they're all aggressive. They all match.
They all bark too fucking much. They match my energy. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Daisy down here bit my father-in-law's hand. I locked my keys in my fucking car at some kid's birthday party
Oh no.
when I was getting ready to leave. Like, the party is ending. I'm going out to put the kids in the car to leave as the only dad at this party.
Mhm.
And Michelle is at work an hour and a half away, and I have the keys on the back, and I push the button to close the door, and I watch as the door close, and there's the keys, and then it just closed and locked. And so I had to call my father-in-law, who's like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes away, to leave his house, go to my house, and get my car keys, my extra keys, and then find this party that I'll never be able to tell him where it is,
Mhm.
and give me my keys. And he told me 100 times, he said, "Are you sure it's locked?" And I was like, "Do you think that I called you before checking to make sure?" I'm 100% positive. He's
Unplug
like,
it.
I don't think they lock. The doors won't lock with the keys in it. And then he just kept saying stuff like, "Well, it can't be locked." And like, I'm standing outside, everybody else is left. I'm just in some stranger's driveway waiting on you. You don't think I checked any of that?
You don't think even right now while you're saying this, I didn't pull the
You don't
doors a
think I'm
couple
standing
more
right by the car
times,
pulling on
just kind of just like, oh, maybe you are right, and just kind of kept no.
No. Well, he came here, and instead of coming in the house, he just opened the door and reached in for my little key thing and grabbed the keys. And Daisy, my brindle dog, was like, "Oh, no, I don't think this is okay," and just fucking bit him a couple times. And he's a surgeon, so his hands are money.
Oh shit.
And And I don't think. I mean, like I think.
Yeah, no, but still, oh shit, yeah.
It could have been real bad. And so now, anytime he comes over, we have to like lock Daisy up and away and try to keep her quiet because if he hears her, he remembers he hates her. You know, he's just sitting there and she barks at that motherfucker. That's the one that got me.
Try to take food off my table.
And he was bitching. He's like, I don't understand your damn dog. I just stuck my hand in the door and tried to take something and she bit me. And I was like, well, she's a guard dog. And you didn't even show your face. You just stuck your hand in and tried to steal. So, like, that's pretty much what she's supposed to do.
I think that's what it was.
So, stop being a pussy. No.
Yeah, Daisy bit me in the, in the hamstring last time I was here. She nicked me a little bit.
Was it Daisy or Giacomo?
No, it was Daisy.
Daisy.
Oh, no, I remember.
I was just telling the story about Lou. My old dog was 170 pounds. And when you used to sleep upstairs and he would just sit on the bed and look down at you while you were sleeping.
Yeah, that big dog loved me, but he's mean as fuck.
Yeah, he was mean as fuck, but he did love you. What is your next? How long have we been doing?
About an hour.
Are we done? Can we take a smoke break?
I mean, we can stop and do more stuff. Like,
do you want to do an intermission?
Well,
do you have anything else?
Let's not call it an intermission. Let's do a whole nother episode.
Nah.
And
I'll change shirts. Yeah, I'll change shirts doing an episode.
All right.
And I want to leave all of this in so that the people that watch this first episode know that I only change shirts to record it. Like when they watch the next one, I want them to know. Actually, when this episode comes out and our opinions about comedy classes are known, we're probably done.
That's why we need to stock.
We're
as
probably
many as
done.
Possible right now. We need to flood it. We need to put out like 4 episodes at once, so that way maybe it gets lost in there.
It probably won't.
It probably won't.
I'm gonna say
be
it
the
a
first
whole
thing
bunch.
everybody saw.
I'm gonna put it on the. I'm gonna put it.
Well,
on
especially
the
now, we're getting a fucking rep as being the ones that talk shit about Louisiana comedy scenes.
Believe that.
And we're proud of it. By the way,
that.
yeah.
It's really fun to have people come up to me at shows and be like, "Oh, I listen to your podcast. You talking shit," and then I say, "Yes, so the fuck what?" And I push them up against the wall real hard.
Yeah, do you think I didn't want to do that?
Yeah, I've done it every time.
Yeah.
Every time. All right, well, hey, you want to end this episode, Chase?
Yeah. Bye. No.
I have come see me storm the cabin in Gonzales January 6th, or at the Hideaway Den with Mike Honore, Keegan O'Connell, and Dan Banks, January 7th, or January 19th at the Hideaway Den. You can see me hosting for Eddie Pepitone.
Let's see what I got coming on. So
Chase has to get his calendar out and make me look bad now. No, go for it. Go for it, man.
Hey, man, you should be proud of me, man.
That's good. No, I am proud of you, but you're going to make me look bad. But when this stops, I'm going to go downstairs and bring my Superman Reebok pumps up here to show off. And then next episode is going to be me, baby.
It's going to be all Josh. All coming up, Josh. The December 28th through New Year's Eve, I'll be at the Little Rock Looney Bin.
Oh, shit. Are you doing a New Year's Eve show?
Yeah, I'm doing 3. Doing a 5 o'clock, 7:30, and a 10 o'clock.
Do they do good like on New Year's Eve? Do people?
I did. I haven't done this club on New Year's, but I did. I did the Chattanooga Comedy Catch in 2020 with Jeff D.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Me and Jeff D doing a club weekend together.
Yeah.
And it was dope. People come out because the late show.
You featured for Jeff?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And so it was like 3 years ago. And so. Because he featured for Jen at that club.
Gotcha.
And then he got a headline date, and then he brought me in. And then the pandemic happened, and then they haven't answered my emails since that happened.
Get your shit right,
Catch,
Chattanooga.
come on. I even tried to do so Danielle's the booker. I'm not giving you email comics, but Danielle's the booker. Fucking figure it out. And I even tried. She's a Saints fan, so I even tried to in my header was like Chase Myers of Vales Saints fan, hoping to remind her remember we watched that.
One of the letters in your name is a fleur de lis.
Yeah. And they haven't got back, but I'm gonna email them again soon. I'm sure they're about to get flooded with New Year's. I'm gonna try to book up my shit, and so I'm sure a bunch of comics gonna flood every.
I've been getting that.
Yeah,
getting that a lot of new.
So all right, so
New Year, New Me.
That show was great because what happens is you do 10 o'clock show. It's over around 9:30, and then around 11:30, and then they they sell champagne, and it's everybody's got hats and stuff and so they cleared out the floor. They had a DJ, and then we counted down to midnight, and then they just played music, and it turned into a club. And so I think Little Rock's doing a version of that.
The Little Rock version.
Yeah, so that'll be dope. January 8th, I'm doing Aslan Brewery. That's the show me and Travis ran for a long time. First Sunday of every month, you guys should come out to that.
I'm coming up there and I'm going to do that fucking show.
Just to tell y'all, in February, I'm doing some shows at a military base in Texas. I forgot even where, but 8th and 9th,
Army,
I'm
Air
doing
Force,
that.
what?
I
Fort Hood?
don't want to lie. It is Fort something.
Army.
Yeah,
Fort Hood?
no, but Fort Hood didn't sound right. Is there
Fort Hood's where some stuff happened.
some stuff happened? I would know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where the fuck?
Fort Army.
Kingsville, and then there's another one.
Fort Kingsville?
No. The other one is Fort something. But
I've fucked you better start over because people are going to be trying to find Fort
well, they
Kingsville.
can't come unless they're already stationed there. I'm more so just bragging.
Yeah, you can't come, fucks. I'm doing
more
a private party on the 29th, too.
For our troops. I'm more so just bragging. You know, that's what it is. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if this. I'm trying to find these emails.
You do a lot to support the troops. You come over here with blunt wraps.
Dude, I do my part, bro.
And
I
you do
know,
shows
like,
at
I ain't
bases.
fighting, so I like to respect the people that are. I don't know where I got Fort. Corpus Christi.
Okay.
Is where it's Kingsville and Corpus Christi. It doesn't really say who. It just military bases. What it all says. But I'm doing those, so I'm better than you guys. And then also, and so I might take that time since I'm in Texas to come to Louisiana and do some shows because my birthday's that next weekend.
To do
so
February 11th at the Hideaway Den, Stone vs. Drunk vs. Sober.
that may happen. The 17th and 18th, I'm going to be at Last in Tucson, Arizona. Be my first time performing in Arizona.
I worked with
excited
a
about
lady.
that.
I worked with a lady one time when I was in X-ray school. My mentor at a bone and joint clinic, like the lady that was in charge of me, was reading the newspaper and saw that there was a shooting in Arizona, and she asked me if I had ever heard of Tucson, Arizona, because that's how you spell Tucson.
Oh,
Tucson.
no, I've never heard.
And she thought it was pronounced Tucson. And I asked her several times, to what? And thinking that, like, if you say it again, you'll catch it. And she never did. And then I was supposed to learn stuff from that lady.
Nah.
And you know what happened to her? She died. She died.
Yeah.
Because she's an idiot. And she tried, I don't know.
She drove straight off a bridge.
This got
Jeez.
way meaner than I meant for it to be. She drove straight off a bridge because she didn't know.
Yeah, she's dumb. All right, so bucketsofduckets.com. Like and subscribe, all the stuff.
Or else! Is that good?
Bye.
Sorry,